How you came to Krishna consciousness?
How did I come to Krishna consciousness? I was a student at the University of Buffalo in New York in 1968, and some of my friends I met when I went home to see my parents at the beginning of 1968. They had just gotten back from living at 26 2nd Avenue, and they told me all about their experience in Krishna consciousness at that time. They told me that they were getting up early in the morning, around 5 o'clock, and they were dancing. So at that time I thought perhaps they had become moon worshippers. But later on, one of my friends, whose name was Jeffrey Hickey, who later on became Jagadish Maharaj, he told me they had opened a temple around the corner from our university, a few blocks from the university. So I went down and I began to chant Hare Krishna. In May of that year of 68, I was just walking down the street one year, and everything changed. My whole consciousness changed, without any artificial drugs or anything, but somehow or another, by some arrangement, my consciousness changed in such a way as I realized that the purpose of life is to realize the absolute truth. So within a week I became a vegetarian, started to chant Hare Krishna, a little later from that, and started to do yoga 8 hours a day and read all kinds of books like the Bible and other kinds of books like that. And as I was chanting Hare Krishna, I realized that I had to have the association of devotees, because as soon as I stopped chanting Hare Krishna, immediately I'd be an illusion. Therefore I realized the best thing to do is to move into the temple and to chant Hare Krishna. The first day they made me the head pujari and the treasurer. And within a short period of time I became the Sankirtan leader. Then after that I engaged in many services, such as being a temple president in different places in America. Eventually I joined Radha Damodar and traveled around the country distributing books. And since then I've been engaged in varieties of services within ISKCON. The Minister for Sannyas, the Minister for Health and Welfare, I'm the GVC for a part of Europe, and etc. As far as my experience, well, Smartavyam Sadatam Vishnur Vismartak Jatu Na Kinchit Sarva Vidi Nisedyasyor Etayor Eva Kinkara. That the purpose of the Hare Krishna movement, whatever service we're doing, is to help us always remember Krishna and never forget him. And the more we remember Krishna, the less we forget him, the more we become Ananda Buddhivardhanam. We become full of happiness, understanding, and it's always increasingly growing.